What is going on, amazing, beautiful people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is here with a full install video, well, in parts, on how to install LSPDFR. I'm guessing you're here because you just got a PC or Grand Theft Auto, or you just stumbled upon LSPDFR and you want to know, how can I become a cop, a deputy, an FIB agent, a special agent, whatever. How can I become that in GTA? What do I got to do? Folks, you came to the right place. We're going to do a one-stop shop set of videos. This is going to be for Steam users, as that's the only version of GTA that I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to install the basics and some necessities to get prepared for the mods. So in this video, we're just going to be installing the basics, LSPDFR, and what you need to run LSPDFR, and then some what I think are must-have necessities to keep your game running smooth no matter how many mods you throw at it. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to install LSPDFR as the basic. We're going to go over INI's settings, setting up your character, everything, because this video is made for you new folks and for Steam users. If you have the game on Rockstar, do yourself a favor, go over to Steam, download the game, and come right here. So let's get into it. Let's shoot on over to the desktop. All right, folks, so here we are on the desktop. And first thing I want to say is you have to go into GTA. You have to fire up GTA, and you have to complete the prologue mission. Meaning when you first fire up GTA, when you first download it and you fire it up, it's going to put you into a mission where you are with, there's Michael, there's Trevor, there's the third guy, I forget his name, and you're robbing a bank, and you're in North Yankton, the winter scene. You get away from the cops, and you got to beat that. What I usually do is I usually go right up to the end of the mission, pretty much where Franklin is inside of his aunt's apartment, and you just repossess vehicles. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for y'all, but yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do. So before even starting any of these steps, go into the game, beat the prologue, get to the point where Franklin is standing inside of his aunt's house, and you have free range to do what you need to do. Then once you do that, you can come right here and get started. So rather than doing what I usually do, where I just download all the mods first and then we install them, we're going to do it one by one. So first thing we want to do is locate our main directory. Now, you're going to bring up your File Explorer, and you're going to go to your disk drive that your Steam games are installed through, whether it's your C drive, your D drive, E, whatever you may have. Mine are on my D drive, and you're going to go to Program Files, x86, Steam, Steam Apps, and Common. Your GTA folder is going to be right there. Okay? So double click your Grand Theft Auto folder, and we are on a clean, yes, I do have the mods because we have OpenIV, which we're going to show you how to install, but you're not going to see the mods folder yet, okay? This is, as of right now, this is 3.4.1.1 version. Now, if you're watching this 6 months from now, a year from now, I don't know, chances are this is going to be a different version, but don't worry. All the links down below will still take you to the updated mods, okay? As long as we're not in the middle of a Grand Theft Auto update, you'll be okay, all right? So this is what we call your main directory. This is where all of the majority of your modding is going to happen right in here. Make sure you got this buffer zone right here, okay? You don't want it tight like that. Pull it out a little bit. Give yourself some workspace, right? And between this main directory and OpenIV, which I will show you how to install, these are going to be where you're going to want to go. Okay, so you should see your BattleEye, redistributables, update, times 64, and all your GTA files. Okay, this is your main directory. All right, so down below, the first link that we are going to download is going to be the LSPDFR. As you see, everything that we're going to need, I already have up here. So LSPDFR, you're going to scroll down, and once you click the LSPDFR link down below, it will bring you to this page right here. Big shout out to G17 Media and you know, everybody else that Cyan, LMS, and Sam. Big shout out to them for this amazing mod. It truly is. All right, so here we are. We're going to go to download this file. Now, this LSPDFR website, you can see it's got visual files, scripts, and this is going to be your Bible for anything LSPDFR, I promise you. Okay, completely trusted site. Everything that's posted on here is verified to be safe for your computer. And everything that I'm going to show you, I have personally used myself. Nor would the wonderful folks at LSPDFR, would they ever do anything to harm your PC or your gaming experience, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to click download this file. It'll bring you to the download terms. You can read all that right there and agree and download. And what you want to do is you want the manual install. All right, click download. Okay, and while it's downloading, I am going to go to Google because there is one other thing that I realize we're going to need. Okay, so, all right, highly suggest you get WinRAR. All right, so we can minimize this for now. And here is the LSPDFR using WinRAR. Highly suggest getting WinRAR. It's free. Go download it. I will, hopefully if I don't forget, I will put the link down in the description. All right, so we've got WinRAR or 7-zip, whatever you may be using to download your downloads. So Rage plugin hook is included now, right here with LSPDFR. This used to be at its own website, its own thing, but now it's all included in LSPDFR, which is great. So you got your main directory. We're at our main directory. We've got this buffer zone right here. Folks, it's simple. You're going to highlight everything right here. You're just going to left click and drag. You don't really need licenses. And if you wanted, you can hold your control key and also deselect the RPH README. Okay, so select everything except RPH README and licenses. You're going to left click those files, drag those right here, and drop them in. Okay. And there we go. Boom. It is in. All right. Now what you can do is you can scroll on down and you should not, well, let's hit the refresh. Now let's scroll on down. There's your Rage plugin hook.exe. You're going to right click that, send to desktop, create shortcut. It's going to pop it right there, folks. Okay. So we're good there. We are all done with this LSPDFR WinRAR. We can exit out of that. Next thing, folks, click the link down below that says script-hook-v. This is a necessity. Again, you're going to want to make sure that the file version, okay, here's a little tip for you. Look at the version 3411. Script-hook-v will always update their program with the version of GTA. So if we go back into our main directory and we go up to the GTA5.exe and we hover over it, you can see we are on file version 1.03411. So we know we're good. It matches 3411. So we're good. You're simply going to click download and boom, there it is right there. Sometimes it'll flag it and say it's not safe. Just click continue to download. You're going to be okay. I promise you. So let's minimize this. And now we want to install script-hook-v. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to click that bin folder, right? And you want two files in here. You want the script-hook-v.dll and the dinput8.dll. You want those two files right there. Again, we're still in our main directory. You should see a new folder now that says plugins folder. Okay. That's for LSPDFR. Now, here's another tip for you. When you're dragging files in, if you drag them, like right now, we could drop it here and it would be okay. But if you drag in files and you start highlighting folders and you drop them in, don't do that. You're going to crash your game. Then you're going to have to go into that folder and get those files. So that's why I say keep this buffer zone right here. Okay, guys and gals. So left click those two files. drag them right here and drop them in. It's going to say, do you want to replace the input 8? Yes. And boom. Now, there is a native trainer ASI in here. It's a trainer. You know, if you wanted to... I don't like it. I think it's very outdated, and I think it's very clunky. We will be installing Simple Trainer in the next video after this one, so don't worry about native trainer, okay? And the ARGS text, you don't need that. We're done with script-hook-v. We can exit out of that now. Again, we're still in the main directory. Now, go down below and click the script-hook-v.net nightly. All right, and as you can see, it's the 3.7.0. Again, folks, if you're watching this later in the year, these will all be updated. All these addresses will remain the same. Okay, they're just going to be updated. So we want the 3.7.0 or whatever the newest version is that will be compatible with whatever GTA you have. And you're going to go to the script-hook-v.net nightly zip right here. Click that. And that's going to download. Again, let's minimize this, and we're all set. Now, in here, you do not need docs. You do not need licenses. You do not need the README. Everything else, you're going to grab. Okay? 2, 4, 6, 7 files that start with script-hook-v.net 3 DLL, 2 PDB, 2 DLL, the regular script-hook-v PDB, and the INI and the ASI. You want these 7 files. Left click, drag, and drop. Boom, they are in. Whenever they're in, just go ahead and left click right here to deselect that. And script-hook-v is done. It's pretty simple, right, folks? It's pretty simple. The next video, it's going to get a little more tricky because now we're installing mods and stuff like that. But I'm going to walk you through it. I got you. All right, so next thing, down below, click the... let's do... You know what? Let's do it. Let's go OpenIV. Okay, and what you're going to do is you are going to click Download Now. All right, and it's going to download. And it's going to download an OVI setup.exe right there. Just double click it. Okay, let's minimize this. There we go. The publisher could not be verified. Are you sure you want to run? Folks, again, I promise you this is safe. Click Run. All right, you want English. Hit Continue. All right, and there we go. You got to accept these terms and hit Continue again. Now, here's what you want to do. Install this to the computer. Installation path cannot be changed. This is just fine. We're going to click Continue. Download size, do you want to continue? Yes. And it's going to download it. All right. And it's going to do some installation there. It's going to drop in a new desktop link. I suggest taking this and dragging it down to your toolbar, as you can see, or your taskbar. I already have one. All right. Installation has been successful. Click it. Now, when you double click this OpenIV, hopefully it shows you. Okay, you're going to click Windows. Here we go. This is going to pop up. Okay, once you run it for the first time, this is a one-time step. You got to find your location. It's going to be the same location right here that I told you guys to begin with. So you're going to go to Browse, and you are going to go to your disk drive that your Steam games are installed through, Program Files x86, Steam Apps, Common. And what you're going to do is just select, just don't double click it, just highlight your Grand Theft Auto folder and hit Select Folder. It'll tell you successfully version, can work with this, and then hit Continue. Now, you know what? I'm just going to send it. Hit Continue. Don't forget to back up your original files, and then hit Continue again, and that is going to install. Now, I'm going to close because I've already got it installed. So once you hit Continue again, it's going to install OpenIV into your GTA. Yeah, we want to exit that. I'm going to delete this. You don't delete it. You drag it down here. So once you do that, it will then bring you into, oh, okay, so it's going to make me do it anyways. That's fine, because I've got the mods folder, so we're good. All right, so it's going to search encryption key. It's going to do everything that's got to do, and it's going to pop up OpenIV. So it's starting, and there we go. This is your OpenIV. So between your File Explorer and OpenIV, this is where most 99% of your mods are going to happen right here, okay? So first thing you want to do in OpenIV is you probably don't see a mods folder yet, but we're going to change that. You're going to go to Tools. You're going to go to ASI Manager. Click that. Right? Now, yours are all going to say uninstalled. These should be blue. On your screen, they're going to be blue. Go ahead. We're going to uninstall them just so I can show you. So this is what yours looks like. You're going to click Install. Now, when you click this one, it's going to ask you, oh, well, it should ask you if you want to create a mods folder. Click Yes. And then install that one. Once these are all installed and you clicked Yes, you can close out. Now, next thing you want to do is go to Tools again, go to Options, and right here under Default Work Mode, it might say Read Only. Go to Edit, and then Close. That way, every time you open up your OpenIV, you'll automatically be in edit mode. You cannot mod anything if you're not in edit mode. So you got to be in edit mode, okay, guys? Okay, so let's keep this open because the next mod that we're going to install needs to go in here, okay? So OpenIV is installed, folks. So now when we do our next video, we're going to be ready for it, right? Okay, so click the link down below. Now, we've already installed LSPDFR. We installed ScriptHookV. We installed ScriptHookV.net Nightly. We installed OpenIV. Next thing we need is Gameconfig. Okay, shout out to F7Yo. And right here, again, 5 mods, 1,000,000% trusted mod page. Okay, click download and download again. And it's going to open up your Gameconfig. So let's minimize this. Now, I know this OpenIV, it's going to seem very intimidating, but I promise you folks, it's not. So you might see, now you could pause right here. Now let me show you the step, okay? Just to be clear, we've got our Gameconfig WinRAR, we've got our OpenIV up, and we've got our main directory up. Now, one thing you could do before you go any further, you could pause this video, and what you need to do, now that you have a mods folder, if I double click my mods folder, you could see it's got the update, x64, and all of these x64s A through W in there. Yours is going to have nothing. If you double click your mods folder, you're going to see nothing in there. So here's what you want to do. You want to go back out to your main directory, front page is what I like to call it. You should see your BattleEye folder, LSPDFR, your mods, your plugins, right? You want to left click the update folder, right click, copy. Then you want to go into your mods folder and you're going to right click and paste. It will start copying the update folder that's here and put it inside your mods folder there. Okay, and at the same time, you can do all this at once. Go back to your main directory front page. You're now going to go to x64. Do the same thing. Left click it, right click it, copy. Go into your mods folder, right click, paste, and it'll start doing the same thing. Hit your back button. We're back at the main directory front page. Scroll down until you see all these x64A through W. You could either left click, drag, and get all that, or you can simply hold your control key and select each one separately. But you want to highlight every single one, every single x64, A through W. Same thing. Right click, copy. Scroll back up to your mods folder, double click, go inside your mods folder. Now you should see your update in x64 loading in. You should see a box that's got the green, progress bar. You're going to right click and then paste all of those. And you'll start to see them pop in here. Now, this process can take up to 20-30 minutes depending on how fast your PC is. Let it do its thing. Just wait that 20-30 minutes. Don't try to rush it. Don't do anything else while it's doing that. Let it copy those things in, okay? Once it does that, you can come back to the video. Now, I'm going to back up right here, and here we are back in the mods folder, main directory front page, all right? So I'm assuming that everybody did that copying. Okay, now let's pick up where we left off. In OpenIV, we got our OpenIV. We've got our game config right here. And what you want to do is you want to go to, this is the pathway you want to go to, mods. Now, if you didn't do that tip that I just showed you where you're copying all that and putting it all into your mods folder, once you click mods and then you click like update, it might ask you if you want to put it in your mods folder. Click yes. Then it might take a minute to do it. So I highly suggest you do it before you go any further, okay? So you want mods, update, update.rpf, not update to. You want update.rpf. Then you want common and data, okay? Now, what you can do is now go to favorites, click add to favorites, and you can type in game config, just like that, and click add, right? Now, if I go to my favorites, oh, they're not in there right now. Okay, so that's fine. All right, so I kind of just jacked up my OpenIV, which is totally cool. I'm all right with that. So what we want to do is you would add that to your favorites, right? You would add that to your favorites. Actually, let me do it now. So we'll name it game config and click add. So now, let's say we fire up OpenIV. Here we are. We fire it up. We're back in here. I want to go change my game config or update it. I can now just go to favorites, click game config, and boom, it's going to bring me right here. Speaking of backups, anytime you can, always back up your stuff. So we're in the game config area. We're in the data part of OpenIV. We're going to scroll down and you'll see game config right there, folks. Just left click and drag that to your desktop and drop it in there. All right. Save it somewhere. This is your original game config. That way, if you mess this up somehow or whatever, you can always click your favorites, go back to your game config, and then drop your original one back in, and boom, you're done. All right? So I'm going to sling this over to a safe spot on my other monitor, and now we are ready to put in a game config. What does game config do? Game config allows you to put more cars, more uniforms, more mods, map mods, buildings, a lot of stuff. It allows you to put in more police cars, fire trucks, ambulances. It just allows you almost endless, partnered with Heap and Limit Adjuster, which we're going to do next. It just makes it so that if you do not install a game config and you start throwing mods and police cars into your game, which I'm going to show you how to do in this series, not this video, but the series, it's just going to crash your game and it's not going to work. So game config in the next few mods that I'm going to show you, complete necessities, I promise you. All right, so here's our game config there. We are ready. Now, over here in the game config WinRAR, you want to go to GTA config right here. Double click it. For more mods, you want that. Now, these all right here, you can pick whichever one you want. This is going to give you 2 to 5 times more traffic, more PEDs. This 5 times traffic, 5 times PEDs is nuts, right? I don't pick any of these. I want my traffic and my pedestrian world, meaning the people walking down the streets, I want it to be vanilla from what GTA is. But I also want to install more mods. So I'm going to go with the stock traffic. That's the one I go with. You can pick any way. If you want less traffic, less pedestrians, you're going to go with these right here. And then obviously these 5 times, 4 times, 3 times. These are going to be, you're going to have more vehicles and more PEDs, and it can get crazy on GOH Great Ocean Highway. So highly suggest you go with the stock traffic, okay? Once you double click that, there's your new game config, right? So click it, left click it, drag it here. Now, once you drag it here, you could see game config, it says compressed and encrypted. Once you drop this in, this encrypted should go away, and that's when you know it took. So again, left click, drag it. You got to make sure edit mode is on. If you bring it over and you got that black circle with the line through it, chances are your edit mode's not on. So drag it right here and drop it. And then boom, you see how that encrypted went away for your game config? That means we're good. It took. Okay? So we can exit out of this game config WinRAR, right? And we can minimize our OpenIV. Don't exit it. Just minimize it for right now. Keep your main directory up still. Okay? Now, next thing, click the link down below that says Heap Adjuster. Now, Heap Adjuster, Packfile Adjuster, Resource Adjuster, these are super easy mods. And again, these are necessities for when you are just modding your game and you want to mod it. You don't need these to play LSPDFR. Pretty much all you need to play LSPDFR is LSPDFR and ScriptHookV. Once you install those, you can go play your game in LSPDFR, but you're playing it vanilla and you won't really be able to put in many mods before it starts crashing. So just install everything I'm showing you right now and you'll be good. So Heap Adjuster, big shout out to Dilapidated. So we're going to click download and download. There we go. All right, let's minimize. And we're back at our main directory front page. You got your mods folder. You got your LSPDFR, BattleEye, all that right there, right here. The Heap Adjuster, INI, WinRAR. Just those two files. Left click, drag into the buffer zone, drop them in. Done. You can exit out of that WinRAR. Bring your web browser back up, or click the link down below that says Packfile Limit Adjuster. All the links are down below in the tutorial links section of the video in the description. So now we got Packfile, made by Unknown Modder. Some people might think, oh, this is sketchy. Trust me, you are good. Let me go back into that. There we go. And click download and download. There we go. Again, let's minimize our web browser. We're still in our main directory front page. You simply want to just select the Packfile Limit Adjuster ASI and INI. Left click, drag those, drop them in. You don't need the README. You also don't need to mess with the INIs over here. Okay, you've got these INIs. The Packfile and the Heap Adjuster INIs, don't mess with them. Leave them default. You'll be good. Okay, so we can exit out of that WinRAR. We're getting close, y'all. We're getting close. And of course, we're going to go into the game, and I'm going to explain some of the things into the game for you. All right, so next thing, Resource Adjuster. All right, it's going to bring you back to this beautiful Trusted LSPDFR page, and you're going to click Download Now. All right, and it's going to say thank you for downloading, and it should download fairly quickly. There it is. Again, we're going to minimize our web browser. We now have our GTAV Resource Adjuster. Double click that folder. And again, you only need two files in here, folks. You don't need the README. You need the Resource Adjuster ASI. Hold your control key and select both of these in the INI. Left click, drag, and drop. Again, don't mess with your Resource Adjuster INI. Keep it default. And we can exit out of that. We got one last thing that we need to install right now that I can think of, unless we come across something else, and that is the Rage Native UI. Now, you do not need this to run LSPDFR, but chances are you're going to need it for mods that we're going to show you how to install in part 2 and 3 of this series. All right, so you're going to click Rage Native UI right there, and you want the Rage Native UI zip. And there we go. And you only need one thing in here. Let's minimize our web browser. Again, the main directory front page. You need the Rage Native UI.dll. That's it. Left click that one file and drop it in. Actually, grab this one too. Grab the XML. Left click, drop that in. Right? And boom. So we can exit out of that WinRAR. Folks, we are almost there. Okay. Now, in here, what we're going to do is in the main directory, front page, you want to go into this LSPDFR folder right here. Double click that. And you're going to go to LSPDFR configurator. Double click that. It's going to bring this up right here. Click run. Don't worry, it's okay. And it's going to pop this up. This will guide you through the initial setup. Click next. Please accept the Rage plugin hook license. Click show license. Again, you can click run. You could always get rid of that too. Click run. And it's going to bring up Rage, and it's going to bring up their license, and they give you 3-4 seconds to read all this. All right, and click accept. And then you'll get a green check mark. Right here, it'll say change, so we recommend disabling the version text rendering and setting all plugins to load on startup. Just click do it for me. Once it does that, boom, installed successfully. Click OK. Right? Now, here's a couple of things that I want you to do. I want you to click this lspdfr.ini. Double click that. What that's going to do is that's going to bring up whether you got Notepad or Notepad++ or whatever it's called. It's good. This is an INI right here, folks. This is what an INI looks like. What is an INI? An INI is pretty much what you want the mod to do within your game, right? It's a translator from what you want to what you want the game to hear. So in here, you're going to see main, preload all models, all this stuff, world events. What you're going to do is I got a few recommendations. You don't have to do these, but I recommend you do them, right? This one is 100% non-negotiable. Take this right here where it says main, preload all models, and you're going to backspace and set it to false. Now, I know it looks weird because you got that equal sign that's far away, so some people think, oh, well, I probably got to go right to the equal sign and hit false. No, just do it the way the game, the way the mod is. So it's going to be preload all models, space, equal sign, space, false. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you can scroll on down. There's a setting down here. Escaped. Hold on. Where is it? Workaround DLC vehicles. Put this to false. Right? Okay. Ambient, comp spawn, flashlight override. We're going to get into the... You know what? You could do it now if you wanted, but we're going to explain. We're going to change that later. Disable escaped suspect encounter. Set that to true. Believe me, folks, once you start installing callouts, you don't need this, and this is annoying. There's also a camera view that right here. Chase, disable camera focus. Set that to true. Okay? And that is pretty much it for right now. So we're going to go to File, and we're going to click Save and exit out. So now, if we double-click this INI, it's already saved everything that we just changed. So it's great. So we're good. Next thing I want you to do is double-click this keys.ini. Folks, this is the manual instructions for your LSPDFR. These are all of your keybinds, your pursuit menu, your crime report. I am not going to change any of this right now because this is the part this is where I kind of pass the buck on to you. You're going to have to go into your game, traffic stop start. That means right now it's that left shift key, or on a controller it's set to none. You could set it to like D-pad left or D-pad right. Traffic stop interaction controller, it's going to be D-pad right. We're going to go through all of this when we go into the game and check it out. So right now, your traffic stop start key is going to be your left shift key. Okay, it's going to be your left shift key, and what that's going to do is that is going to initiate a traffic stop, not so much as a call out, a traffic stop, right? Your stop the peds, your pursuit menu, your crime report, your chase abort. If you want to get rid of a chase, do what I did. What I did is I took a picture of all of this. And as you start adding mods, you're going to notice that it's going to conflict with some of these. We will be installing something called Stop the Ped. Stop the Ped is going to take over for Stop Peds right here. It's going to take that completely over. And a couple of other things. But we're not going to change any of that right now because we're not installing that right now. What I want to show you is the basics on getting in there so you can get in there and familiarize yourself with it, right? But not too much if you plan on watching the next few videos of the series to get more mods. Don't get too comfortable, because then once you change it, you're gonna have to relearn all over. So police computers. So what I mean is just look at these, take a picture of this and set it to the side so that when you're in the game you can refer to this, right? It's huge. This is very important, folks. All right, so definitely do that. We're not going to change anything in here right now. That is up to you. Get comfortable, change it to what you want to change it to. But just know that chances are, if you watch the next few videos in this series, we're going to be adding mods and ELS and stuff like that that is going to negate a lot of this stuff in here, okay? But it's cool. You can go ahead and kind of play around with all this right now and get familiar with LSPDFR itself, right? So we're going to exit out of here. We are going to go back to our main directory front page, and I just want to make sure that there's nothing else in here that we need to change or anything like that. I think we are good to go. And now what we want to do is very important, your Rockstar Game Launcher. You want to fire that up, double click it, launch into it, and it will bring you to this right here. And here's what you're going to do. You are going to just select the Grand Theft Auto 5. The Grand Theft Auto 5. No, that's 4. Right here, the Grand Theft Auto 5. Right? And once you get right here, you're going to go to Settings. Right here under BattleEye, enable BattleEye anti-cheat. Yours is going to look like that. Just click it. Uncheck it. Because if you don't, it's not going to let you load up LSPDFR. Right? And once you do that, you can just exit out of that. Let me bring this back over here, as I don't want to confuse anybody anymore. So let me explain real quick before we go in. Let me explain what happens when you want to play LSPDFR. Now, you may think, I'm just going to go and double click this and play LSPDFR. That is not it. This is what you do if you want to play Grand Theft Auto 5 normal or online. If you want to do story mode or play online, this is what you're gonna select this. Now, folks, let me tell you something very important here. If you have a mods folder that, if you double click it, or a plugins folder that has mods in it, and you fire up Grand Theft Auto and then go online, you are at risk of getting banned, right? Rockstar can detect that you have mods in your game and you're online. So what do you do to combat that? I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video, but if we go back to our common folder where our Grand Theft Auto folders are, you want to make sure. So essentially, you just got GTA. You want to play LSPDFR. What I highly suggest you do is go to your clean version of GTA before you put LSPDFR or anything that we installed today. You are going to right click and copy it. Go down here, left click, right click, paste. Okay? If you don't have the room, the disk space, put it on a thumb drive, do something with it so that what you can do is when you want to play, if you like to play GTA Online, okay, so once you've made your copy, right? Once you've made your copy, let's say this right here, because it's got nothing after it. If I double click this, this is my LSPDFR. This is now one of my LSPDFR GTAs. But I want to go online, and I don't want to risk getting banned with this GTA. I'm going to go back to my common folder, right? And right here, I am going to click it one more time and click it again. And I'm going to put space dash space LSPDFR. And I'm going to hit enter, right? So now, if I go into my Steam and I click play, it's not going to play. Why is it not going to play? Because there's no Grand Theft Auto 5 folder that doesn't have a dash and then something after it. You have to make sure that whatever GTA you want to play, you have to, so like let's say I want to go online. Okay, I changed this to LSPDFR. Now I go up to this clean version, right? Select it. And I'm just going to backspace until it says Grand Theft Auto 5 and hit enter. Boom. Now, if I double click this, look at no mods folder. There's a mods folder, but there's nothing, you know, there's no mods in this right here. Okay, there's no mods in here. So if I backspace, now I can double click this Grand Theft Auto and I can go online and not worry about any bans because I am on a clean version. All right, I'm done playing online. I want to go play some LSPDFR. You're going to go back to your main directory, to your common folder. You're going to change this back to Grand Theft Auto 5 space dash space clean. Just like that. And then you're going to go to your LSPDFR and you're going to, you know, edit that one. And you're going to get rid of everything plus the dash and hit enter. Now that you've got that, now you want to play LSPDFR. You got your folder ready, right? This is your LSPDFR folder. If we double click it, it's the one that we've been working on. There's our plugins that has LSPDFR in that. It's got all of our Rage and Heap adjuster and everything that we just installed. You want to launch it with Rage, not with the Grand Theft Auto. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that over there. So GTA Online for this file, you're going to use your Grand Theft Auto launcher. LSPDFR using your LSPDFR GTA, you want to use your Rage plugin. You can take it down there and also, you know, put that on your taskbar. So there is going to be an initial setup for this. So you double click it, right? And it's going to do a first time. This is a first time thing that you got to do here. And you're going to put this to 60,000. Boom, 60,000. Go to your plugins, okay? It's automatically got it. If it's not checked, you want to make sure it's checked. If that is not checked and you go ahead and save and launch, LSPDFR will not be available. So you want to click that. And okay, so that's ready. Next, go to advanced settings. I like to disable the custom loading screen. I know it says this option will not impact loading times. I feel like it does. Honest to God, I feel like it does. Plus, I've got PTSD from watching when I first started learning how to install mods in LSPDFR. When you can sit there and watch your mods load in, and then you know when you get to a certain one, it would crash on me. I get anxiety now when I see it. So I just disable the custom loading screen. And that's it. You know, plugins, you've got it selected. General, you're at 60,000. Now we can click save and launch. It's going to bring this up. This is going to be a one-time thing right here as well. Just click OK. And what it's going to do is it's going to launch the game. Yes, if you get this, just click continue. I don't know why Steam has been doing that lately. Click yes there. And it should start firing up. Now, here's what I'm going to do. It's 11:15. I've got something I need to go do. So I'm going to load the game in, and then I'm going to pause this video. You're not going to see any, but I'm going to pause this. Once we load in, I'm going to pause this video and then go do what I got to do. And then when I come back, we're going to go over some of the in-game settings. So let's load into this real quick. And I like to keep it here. I don't like to edit this part out. I like to keep this part on so you can see what to expect when you're trying to load in to GTA using Rage, playing LSPDFR. At the bottom right-hand corner, you should see something that'll say, well, first it'll bring this up. Now you want to do story mode with Rage plugin hook. Okay? If you go to 2 times GTA and Trapdoor, if you click this, you're risking getting banned because we are now on our LSPDFR file, okay? So click story mode with Rage. Story mode with Rage. Again, folks, I hope you completed the prologue, that first mission, because if you didn't, your game might crash, or it might put you in the prologue now, and now you got a modded GTA, and it's going to be all weird and probably crash on you. So make sure you go into your regular GTA and beat the prologue mission and save your game. Then exit out and then fire up your LSPDFR or your Rage, okay? Now this should load up fairly quickly. And the funny thing is whenever I do these fresh installs like this and I load in, it loads so much quicker. And you'll see as we start adding mods in the next few videos, as we start adding mods, you are going to see that it is going to take a little longer each mod you put in. It takes a little longer for it to fire up. Now, right now, it might take a little longer because it's the first time we're loading in. So it's kind of putting all of its ducks in a row. But we should fire up here soon. There we go, loading LSPDFR. I thought it crashed for a second there. I'm not going to lie. I thought it crashed, but it didn't. So this is what I mean by making sure to do your story mode, okay, your prologue, till you get to this point right here with Franklin. Now that we're back inside the game, let me show you a few things, just a few tips in that on what you're going to want to do. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit your pause menu, and now you're going to see this new tab that says LSPDFR. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to character and go to switch character. What that's going to do is that's going to bring you into a PED creator, right? So this is going to be your officer, your deputy, your agent, whatever. So we're just going to pick this person, save and continue, and we'll just keep the name Damian Skrillex and click use. Now, you all know if we create a new character, male, you could do heritage where you could select through. It's just like GTA Online, right? Where you can just go through different moms and dads, and then you can have the resemblance be more like the mom, skin tone be more like the dad, or vice versa, right? And once you got that, you just hit back, and then you can go to features, and this is where you'll like customize the eyebrows, the nose tip, cheekbones, lips, all that. And then appearance is going to be your hair, your eyebrows, if you want them bushy or thin or whatever. You want to give the guy, you know, that kind of look, and blemishes and whatnot. Again, save and continue, and that's it. And then you can choose, you can create as many as you want, and you can go and choose them. So once you choose them, it's going to load you up into an apartment. It should load you up either inside or, yeah. So it's going to load you up into the apartment. And the first thing you have to do when installing LSPDFR, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Usually, I'll show you a workaround. So let's do the basic first. So now we got our character created. You know, you could go down to the closet in this apartment and change his off-duty clothing. But let's leave the apartment. And the first thing you're going to want to do is, yeah, as you can see, the map is not unlocked, but Simple Trainer, you can unlock it, and that's going to be coming up in the next couple of videos. You want to go to this I like to go to this police station. You can see where it is. It's right over near the bridge that heads over towards like Mirror Park and that. So that's the police station you want to go to. And there should be a personal car, but there's not. So we're going to do what every cop does. Just steal one. Hopefully the cops don't get called on us. We got this one right here. This is an electric car, right? Yeah, it is. So we got this car, and then what we're going to do is... Oh, God, we're going to... Yep, we got stars. So... well... Let's just get over to the police station. Well, it probably wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. See, now, if I had Simple Trainer, I would just get rid of the stars. So, let's see if we can just hide right here. That's my fault, y'all. That's pretty bogus. But, at least we're heading over to where we need to go. So, that star should be going away here soon. Just make sure there's no cops that are going to be sneaking up behind us. I think we're good. I think we're good. Come on, go away, go away.
What's up, man? Hey, what's up?
Is it always taking this long to get rid of the star? I mean, we're heading down this way anyway, so...
What's up with you?
For an hour and stuff yesterday, yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud, go away. Go away. Oh, crap, I hear him. I hear him.
Hey, yo!
There we go. Okay, jeez, oh, Pete. And we're going to try to thread the needle. All right, so you want to go to the Mission Row Police Department, right? And just park anywhere because you work here now. And you have to go on duty. You have to go on duty first in the police station. And what I'll explain to you what I mean by that here in a moment. So you're going to... Oh, sorry, don't give me a star. You're going to go through this door, and then you're going to go right here. And there's a locker right there. And yes, it is a co-ed. And it'll tell you top left. Press D-pad right to open up the locker menu. And here's where you're going to get your uniform. This is all vanilla. You're going to click Go on Duty. And you'll see down at the bottom right, it's going on duty. You are now on duty. So now you can go to your police locker and you can select, do you want to be the sheriff's department? Do you want to be the city police department, San Andreas Highway Patrol, New York State Parks, New York State. I don't know what that's Park Police. News, FIB, IAA, DOA, SASPA, SAPR. So we're going to do LSPD. Outfit, you're going to just move over, and it'll give you just that right there. And then variation can be Officer 3, which is a corporal. Senior Officer, which doesn't change anything on there. Detective doesn't change anything. In inventory, you want to do like patrol with stun. And that'll give you a stun gun and a police weapon. Now you can go to advanced customization and do like components and change things here. Facial accessories if you want an earpiece. I don't know which one does which because I just use EUP. But for now, you can kind of play through it all and see what you like and then hit confirm. Then you can go down to the police garage. And this is where you're going to select your police cars. Now, mind you, folks, these are vanilla police cars. In the next couple of videos, we're going to show you how to install. Add-on police cars or replacement police cars, where you can really have Ford or Dodge or Chevy in your game. Real police cars with great liveries. I actually have videos on it now. You can search my channel, Police Cars, and I've got some videos on how to show you how to replace these vehicles here. So we got LSPD, we got the model, we got the police cruiser, the old Dodge Charger, the police interceptor, the transporter, right? You got that's what you got. And then you've got liveries, which really just changes the numbers on the top. And then you've got components, which I don't even know what that's doing. I haven't used this in forever. Modifications, you can give it good brakes. You can bump up the engine, the suspension. You know, if you have a canine, well, you wouldn't have canine, but you know, turbo, which don't do that. Police cars don't have turbos like they have in GTA with the pss, pss. Okay, you'll never hear a police car with a blow-off valve. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's when people are using these souped-up Fast and the Furious police cars with these blow-off valves. It drives me crazy. Right, so once you have all that, you're going to hit select and continue. Now it's going to put you out into the world. You are now on duty, right? You're a cop. Now, let's say you get off. You go to bed, you wake up. Oh, man, I want to play more LSPDFR. You do not have to come to this police station anymore. You can simply just hit F4 and hit FOR, and you'll see right there, Force Duty. You hit Tab, so it brings Force Duty up, and then hit Enter. And once you do that, it'll put you on duty. And once you're on duty, you can hit your M key. M is in Michael, and it's got some pretty cool, you know, LSPDFR options in here. You've got your police radio, your action, where you hold your shoulder. So, you know, when you're talking on the radio, boom, you got your shoulder key, right? Available for calls? Yes. Request call, you can hit that and get a call. Request records check and close nearby roads. So if you're doing a you know, a scene and you want to, you know, kind of close up the road, you can hit that. Vehicle, engine, off, lights off, doors, emergency signals on. You can see they turn on and they're very dim. This is all default. This is all, you know, default stuff here. Police car radio, you turn that off, especially if you're a streamer and you want to stream it, turn that off. And then hit back, and then you've got your inventory. You can equip the ballistics shield or place evidence markers. So let's say, okay, you're on a scene, and you can hit that, and it'll put down an evidence marker for you, right? And, oh, we got another one right here. Let's go ahead and place that down, right? You got your settings, your spawn character, last played, spawn location. I would put this at a police station, right? I would do that. So next time you sign on to LSPDFR, it's going to load up your last character, which is this guy right here, and it'll spawn you at a random police station throughout the map, which is pretty cool. Action, intimidate, flash badge. Now action is, so if I select intimidate and then I hit my caps lock, I wonder if it'll do it while I'm in the menu. Yes, so he'll intimidate by putting his hand on the gun, but he's got no gun there. That's weird. I must have selected the wrong tuning belt. Right? Flash badge. Now if I hit caps lock, boom.
Right there.
There's the badge. Okay, and what's the other one? Dance. We can do a little dance. Hey, boogie, 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 boogie. Nice. And you got drink coffee, and then again, you just hit the caps lock to do these. And then you got drink cola. Eat donut, eat P's and Q's, or not. Dialogue, that you don't have to worry about that. Player mood, this will change the face of your player, right? So let me just come up close to this wall so I can try to get a close-up look to his face. God, he is a strange character. As you see, a call just came through, but we're not going to do it yet. I'll show you that in a moment. So you got happy, you've got angry, you've got normal. Happy, angry, normal. We're going to go angry. Walk style. You've got femme, where he's got a little bit of strut to his step. You got gangster. Here's the gangster one. You got posh. I don't like posh. You got tough guy. Look at him. Look at the tough guy walk. He got grooving where he's got a little bit of bounce to his step. His head's bobbing. Okay, he's having a good day. And then you got cop. Now the cop one is a little slower. There it is right there. That's the cop one. And then you got business. The business one I kind of like. And then you got ballistic, which is just, you don't want that one. That's if you're wearing the juggernaut suit. And then illuminated clothing. Don't even put that on. So then those are your settings. So when you back out, it's automatically going to save them. And then you can look at the top left. It'll say pick up evidence marker. Just hit your D-pad right. And it'll pick it up just like that. And then you go over here and pick it up. Now the good thing is about LSPDFR is they've got the prompts at the top left of your screen, right? So let's shut this. Let's get in our vehicle. And let's just go out on the road, right? Okay, so I want to show you how to pull somebody over. So let's say this person, for the sake of RP, is talking on their phone. We're going to get behind them and hit the left shift. Remember, left shift. Oh, wait. Hold on. If you look down in the bottom left, we are looking for a suspect. So we got to wait until we are out of the view with that. There's a suspect that got away, and it's asking us to go where those 2 X's are to help search for him. But we don't want to do that. I want to show you the trash. So it's not going to let you do a traffic stop while you are on an active call. So I think if we hit end, maybe? No, we'll just have to wait for it to go away. So while we wait for it to go away, what are some other things that I can go over with you real quick? Again, to hit your lights, there we go, now it's over. So you would just push in your L3. It's lights and sirens. Now, ELS is an amazing thing, and I'm going to show you how to do ELS and add your own sirens. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great, folks. All right, so look at that. That car just kind of abruptly came into the lane. We're going to get behind them, and we're going to hit the left shift. Now, you see how it just blipped that car with the red circle? It won't pull them over yet until you turn your lights on. So you want to do that when you're in a safe spot. You could do it now, but we're in the middle of an intersection, well, about to be. So we're going to wait for this car to either turn left or go straight, which it's going to turn left, and now we're going to hit our lights. Once you hit your lights, you see at the top left, you have signaled the suspect to pull over, and they're going to automatically pull over to the right, which is great, right? Look at this. Boom. And, later on, there's grammar police, Blue Lines dispatch audio. I'm telling you, you would call in the plate, you would check everything, but with the regular LSPDFR, there's really nothing to do with that, right? So you're going to get out of your vehicle, you're going to walk up to the car, and this is where you hope that they don't do nothing, they don't run from you. And again, press D-pad right to start speaking. And you hit hello.
Hi.
Ask for ID.
Kiflam.
Kiflam. We'll show you how to change that too. There's the ID. And there you go. Johnny Stroke. Right? So you can say thank you, hold tight, I'll be right back with you. And you come to your car. You get inside your car. Now, it'll tell you when you get in your car, you can hit the X button on your controller, or I believe it's the Q key, right? And I think we type in, what was his name? Johnny Stroken? And hit enter. Okay, so no matches. Dang it. All right, let's get back out and ask him for, I forgot his name. Let's go ask him for his name again. As soon as you walk up, it's going to prompt you to hit D-pad right. Let me see your ID again, even though you already gave it to me. Thanks, buddy. All right. Johnny Stroke. Right? So we get in the car. And you got to spell it exactly how it is. You can have a notepad next to you. Right? J-O-N-N-Y. S-T-R-O-K-E. Hit enter. And that should bring up some information. There it is. Johnny Stroke. License valid, no warrants. You can get out and you can walk up, change your view, and look at the plate. And what do we got? I'm going to write this down. 86 Zebra Charles. What is that? 0031. Right? And then let's get back in our car. Right? And then we're going to hit our Q key or X on the controller again. And we're going to type in 86 ZC. I think that's a 0031. And enter. Let's see if that brings up the vehicle. Nope. So maybe it's a 86CZO031. Let's try that. And no, that's not it either. Okay, so what it'll do is if you get the right plate, it will bring up the vehicle status. It's got expired insurance, expired registration, no insurance, stolen, stuff like that. So you can come over here and you're gonna RP to him. Hey, this is what happened, and if you wanted to, you could ask him to leave the vehicle, right? And then you look at the top. Hold the right D-pad to interact, hold to detain, hold left to perform a frisk. So let's say we want to detain him.
You're under arrest, dumbass.
We're going to turn him around. We're going to handcuff him, right? And then what we're going to do is take hold of the detainee, hold it to release them. So press it to take them, right? So now we should grab him. We're waiting for him to grab him. There it is. Let's walk him over here to the side of the road so he doesn't get hit. And then we're going to hold D-pad right to release him. And it should release him. Oh, just tap D-pad right. So now we're going to go back up to him, and now we can, how do we frisk him? No. Okay, do we have to get like right up on him? Okay, let's just do the D-pad right. Hold it again. No. So, like I said, yeah, he would get a ticket for the red underglow. So, like I said, believe me, folks, when we start, you can play around with it. If you want backup, you can hit the B key, and that'll bring backup. And you could do code 3, code 2, agency. We want the LSPD, and then you would go here to patrol unit. Just hit it once, hit it twice, hit it 3 times. Let's say you want 3 backup units. They're going to come code 2, meaning they'll come with their lights on, and there they go. So once they get close, they'll turn their lights off, and they're just going to park all willy-nilly. There we go. And there's our backup units. And they're going to get out and they're going to come over. Now we can get them to come over code 3. So if we do code 3, they're going to show up lights and sirens on. Right? They're going to show up lights and sirens on. So let's see. And you can look on your mini-map to see what direction they're coming from. Most of the time. Alright. I just don't see what direction they're coming from. But they're coming. They're coming. So that's how you would get your backup unit. There's your other units that came code 2. You can go up to the vehicle and hit your B button. And I believe you can request transport. So we want a transport unit for him. And you would just go here and you would select
Sweet Jesus!
no. Yeah, there's one right here. Is the suspect there? Oh, he's detained.
Keep watching, I've got 6, buddy. Fucking shit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it just won't. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Now we got him down. Now we can hit the B button. And now we can get transport. And there we go. So he's down on his knees. We're going to have a transport vehicle coming. I don't know if it's going to be a vehicle or a van. But this is how, folks, this is how you install LSPDFR. Just kind of play around with it. Like I said, if you don't want to wait for the next video of this series to come out, then you can just go to my channel and just start looking up mods, and you know, you can just start installing them. So look at this. So you can see a robbery in progress. We can hit D-pad right or D-pad left. We just accepted that. So he's got that suspect. Now we got to go to a bank robbery, and I believe this one's pretty cool. So we're going to show you this real quick, and this will be the last thing we show you with this video. Oh, these cop cars are so awful. I'm so used to, oh my gosh, this is so bad. And it will put a waypoint, and of course I went the wrong way. So we're gonna see if it switches up and gives us the option to don't judge my driving. It's just trying to get there quick. As you can see, when you're going code 3, the vehicles will stop for you. They don't pull over much, but again, you know. So the suspects left the bank. So now, or they left, yeah, there's a bank over there. So now we got to find the suspects because we took too long to get there. So now the suspects are getting away, and we're trying to, and there they are. See him running right there? That's one of the guys, that's one of the suspects running right there. And he's probably going to try to steal. If you hold in your left joystick, it'll change the sound. There he goes. He's stealing that car. Now we're going to have a pursuit here. So now that, look at, there's all sorts of it. Now that we're in a pursuit of this guy, now when we hit our B button, it'll bring up pursuit. And just hit your button, and it'll just, however many times you hit your A button, that's how many units it's going to bring to you. So they're gonna kind of, the backup units will get ahead of you.
Dispatch, we got eyes. We're in pursuit.
Right? You can even hit your B button and go down and request pursuit. Actually, you can go to agency. I want to say that there it is right there. You can call in air support. Right there. Boom. Now we're going to get a helicopter in on it. So it's, listen, for default, without any mods in here, this is actually pretty freaking cool, right? And there he goes. He just hit him. He hit him. So he just came to a stop. So we're going to get out. We're going to get our gun ready.
Oh, you and me. Take him down. Nowhere to run.
Right? And we're going to hold our D-pad right. That is going to make him get on the ground. Right? And we're going to move up. And once we get above him, it's going to say hold it to arrest him. And there you go. We're cuffing him. Boom. Once you got him cuffed, you're done. This is where stop the ped comes in handy. This is where, oh God. Oh God, look at that. Okay, so he got stuck. Let's just let him go for real quick. So, yeah. So, stop the ped and all that. Again, we're going to show you, next video, we're going to show you how to install what I think are must-have necessity mods. Stop the ped, grammar police, all that stuff. And we're going to come into the game, and we're going to go through it. And it's going to be another lengthy video. But, folks, I promise you, watch the whole video. It's going to be full of tips and tricks. Again, you can go, as of right now, LSPDFR is installed on your computer. You can go to my channel and go to the LSPDFR tutorial playlist, and I've got all sorts of videos in there that show you how to start installing mods into your game. And you can, you know, if you want to take it upon yourself to do that, or you can wait for the next video of this series to get released, which will probably be within the next week. So for right now, we're going to release this video on how to become a cop with just the regular default vanilla LSPDFR, and that is how you do it. Again, there's probably more things that I'm missing right now that I could probably, you know, hitting your B button, that is your main thing. Again, you can call for local EMS. Let's say, okay, he was injured during that pit maneuver, so we want a paramedic to come. His car was hit. It might be hazardous. We can get a fire truck here, right? So it's pretty great. And they're going to show up, and they're going to take care of the car. They're going to take care of it. Well, they'd take care of the car if it was like on fire or something. And if he was injured, they would take care of him. And I've got videos that show you how to replace those ugly ambulances. I've got videos to show you how to replace the fire trucks. Folks, I've got all sorts of videos out there. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what I could show you else. But again, my LSPDFR is so heavily modified that... but here's the force duty. So if you hit it while you're already on duty, you will go off duty, right? And that's with your F4 key. Now let's say you just got on, or yeah, they drive crazy like that. There's mods that also prevent that too. And we're gonna get into all that, folks. Let's say you just got on, you want to go back on duty. Remember how I said you don't have to go all the way to that police station? Only the first time you get on LSPDFR, you got to go to the station. But after that, you can just hit F4, F-O-R, hit your tab key, and then enter. And then boom. It will bring him on duty. And look at that. No crashes, no nothing. It's running pretty smooth, actually. So that is it, folks. That is it. I really hope this video was helpful. It's been a while since I did like a full install. I didn't want to do a full install, a 4-hour video where there's 28 links down below. We're going to do it in stages. This first stage is your basic. Get on LSPDFR, kind of get used to it. You know, get used to the drive and the controls and stuff like that. And then the next video that I drop is going to be in a week or so, and that is going to be more of advanced, not really advanced, but we're going to start putting in call-out packs and dispatch audio. Look at, he's just going to steal that car. Unless he was the one that was originally the original owner of it, but still, I don't know. We're going to... There we go. And that's it. Okay. So yeah, keep your eye out for... another installment to this series. You're all pretty amazing. Thank you so much for everything that you do. You are absolute rock stars, absolute freaking legends. I love you all so much. If you're new here, please consider supporting the video by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell. Also, give this video a thumbs up if this video helped you. The more thumbs up it gets, the more people it can reach and teach, as it hopefully did with you. Until next time, everybody, be safe, be healthy, be positive, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer's out. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.
So many demons inside of my life, you would thought to sell. 비오는 나는 비오는 소리 두고 and I locked in the cell. I've been counting the bill. 아침이 올 때까지 man, cause this is for real. Yeah, this is for real. 꿈에서 나타난 아마 struck up a deal. 아마가 하라고 해서 I still remember that. I lost my way, now I'm running back. Folk in the world, you know I chose to grow. 흑수저 아인의 편명이고. You know why they be calling me filthy.